So heading back to the Undy Salt Flats for the final time and a Scorpion Ridge. So the only way we can win is if Robbie Gordon finishes last in the next 2 or 3 races. So let's start punting him into the desert as we get underway. And punt down the inside of BJ Baldwin instead. As we got an 8-lapper. How short is this track? We get past stats. Look at this, we're making it 4 wide. Taking our own track here. Let's get ahead of Spark in. There is Gordon in front. And let's start punting him. Get out of here, Gordon. That was a totally fair move. Don't know why you're all raising your eyebrows. Now you're just slowing us down. Come on, our beef is with Gordon, not you, okay? Stop trying to punt us. As we get up to 4th. There's the pits, that's good to know. And yeah, this is very tightly compacted, but at least it's 2 trucks wide. Where are you going? Where are you going? Someone else? What's that? Jesse James. So went oh, for God's sake. Now we're just visiting the undergrowth everywhere. Of course the engine wants to go on the opening lap of a very short circuit. No, truck, come on. Now you're just being stupid. As Robbie Gordon goes through us, he's got those powers. Get out of here, Robbie Gordon. Worth it. As I don't think we're going to win it because of our stupidity on our opening lap now. I mean, we've got Robbie Gordon down to last, but we're oh so near last, which is not helpful at all. Let's come on, get round Jesse James. Past the cactus. What are you doing, truck? You're meant to go in a straight line. Come on, get going. See, now I'm just being absolute arsehole as well. And it's not paying off. Because this truck can barely go anywhere. What is the rear doing? It's like it's a fucking lowrider now. No. Get going. So rejoining 8th. Got someone smoking in front. They're all just disappearing into the undergrowth now. Through that corner. So McMillan's smoking. So you get out of here. As we got Squirrely in front. So we're going to pit on the 4th lap. Whoa, that's Gordon! Gordon's just demolished himself. Yeah, he ends up... Oh, I thought he was going to stick in 7th then. I thought his powers were overpowered by a country mile then if he survived that. But no! Come on, Rock! This has gone past front to just absolutely frustrating as hell now. As we're in 6th. We somehow got to win this. I don't know how, when all we can see is 5th and 4th in front. And our truck doesn't want to stay on the course at all. Through every corner, it just wants to go towards the desert. It's had enough. It's had enough already of this championship. Like, you see it can't win it, so it's just like, yeah, I want to go now. No point staying around. Let's come on, let's try and go around some corners for once, truck. We can do this. It's almost like we designed you to go around corners. As once again, when we just go past the pits, of course the truck wants to fall apart. Again. That is just rigged, isn't it? Absolutely rigged. Let's get out of here, Squirrely again. Is that Squirrely I'm shouting up again? For slowing us down. Is that stats? It's stats. We've got Squirrely in front smoking. So I don't know how he's going around with that speed when we can't go around that speed. Come on, go round the corner. We set a new record. At least we can see the top 3 in front. Come on, we're gaining. Truck, we can do this. But we're just at the halfway mark of this race. Oh my god, it's felt like it's lasted hours, this race. Trying to get this truck to go around bloody corners. There we go. Come on, truck. No, you're gaining on another truck, another buddy. Except he's a heavy smoker. So you should be able to get past him, even though you've now got the full house. Get out of here, Scrody. No, Scrody, stop blocking us. Come on, we both want to go to the pits. There we go. Scrody, get off us. There we go. So we rejoin in 5th. Go around the hairpin. Almost get taken out by Hayden, but we rejoin in 4th. Everyone is smoking around us. They're still going at unbelievable speeds. If that was us, we'd be going at 2 miles per hour. But at least we've got a fully repaired truck then compared to everyone else. Come on, go for it. What is wrong with that right-hander? Our truck just can't go round it. It's like we've got steering angle, but we just can't be arsed, you know? So we're somehow into the second half of this agonising race. Started off some Robbie bashing. It's going to end with me bashing my head through my desk. Probably. Let's come on, go past Strats. Thank you. We've got Sparky in front who's going at... See, look, he's going at 2 miles per hour at least. And now we've got McMudden in front who's speeding along. Looks like he's headed to the pits, but he's going to rejoin in front, unfortunately. Oh, he hasn't headed to the pits. He's just smoking along. Does he go into the hairpin? Got Stats behind. Sparky's gone into the pits. Come on, through the corner. Through the right hander. Now through the left. We got to catch up to McMullen. Every position counts in this championship now. Always has, but now it's most important when we've got to basically finish first or second every race. Ideally first every race. Come on, let's gain up to McMullen. We set a new record as well. So we're in the groove, truck. What are you doing, truck? Just as I say we're in the groove, now you just want to spear off into the bloody desert again. And now you're going at 2 miles per hour. Come on, get going. There we go. Come on, we're catching up. Oh, now you want to fall apart fully. Oh my god, just as we catch up to the leader who's fallen apart. We've got BJ Baldwin in third. Robbie Gordon's going to get on the fucking podium, isn't he? Because everyone else has been slow, smoking. That's what you get, McMillan. Come on, we're both going to the pits. So, we're winning. I don't understand how, but we're winning. I think we've pitted for the final time. BJ Baldwin's in second. McMillan's in third, but it's fully repaired. Where's Robbie Gordon, though? As I said, he's probably going to sneak a podium again like that other race. Out of all of this, somehow we have a 12-second lead now. I know McMullen's up to second now. Sparky's up to third with his repaired vehicle. Does he go through the right-hander somehow? Again, that truck hates that corner for some reason. Do not understand it at all. Let's come on through the bends. You barely touch the brakes in this thing around these corners. You're thinking, oh, it's tight and twisty. Sure, you'll be touching the brakes everywhere. No, we're not. We're trying to avoid the brakes. Especially as it's uphill most of these corners. You want to carry that momentum and use that banking to get through the corner. So you don't want to be touching the brakes at all. Like into this corner, just get it down to second, lift off, And accelerate away. Then through this right-hander, it's flat out. Just using that banking. As the engine is going, but we've got a lap and a half to go. And again, even into this left-hander, using that banking as we're going uphill. Right-hander is tricky, so we've got to use this banking here for the best line. And flat out through the left. And flat out over the jump as well. And we get it down to second. Basically use nothing. No, we clipped the banking. That's killed our momentum uphill. Otherwise we have good momentum, which we carry all the way up into this right-hander. Which you can actually take for once. Sparky's up the second, just seen that. Then we start the opening lap again, just lifting off through the left, accelerate through the right, should I say, then accelerate through the left, lift off through the next left, use that banking. Then over the jumps, tyres and brakes are struggling. I swear since we switched to Goodrich, the tyres, even though meant to be the best tyres, the tyres have just gone off every race. Has he got somehow a 20-second lead now? So we do have to pit on this final lap then. But come on, we've got to keep going. Got a couple corners to go. As we could just cut the corner, right? For some reason, officials are just fine with that. They're like, oh, we can see your trucks just falling to pieces. You can cut that. So they don't do that in the F1 games. And I have no front wing. Or a fully heeled car. I don't know why I'm not allowed just to let my own course. For some reason I get penalties and get disqualified. Don't understand it. As there's second, there's Albert. Smoking along. That's why we've built up the lead. Then they're all smoking behind. Especially Sparky. Must be like the lap we passed him then, Sparky. So I think we're going to win this one. There's something unforeseen happens. In this final corner. Hayden's up to third. I don't like the sight of that because he was battling Robbie Gordon. So we go for the final corner. We're going to win. But where's Robbie Gordon? Oh, not in the top 6, 7, 8. He's in last. The dream happened. As is Albert, then Hayden, and Sparky and Will rounding out the top 5. So we're still in second, but let's look at the gap now. Oh, it's close. We've kind of halved it at least. So we're averaging at 3.8, averaging at 3.2. So another performance outside the top 5 with us winning, and we should be right in the tail of Robbie Gordon then. If my maths is correct, as we head to the Ken and Shally environment, the Face Rock Ridge with hope. And I always thought this series would be about just having fun, being light-hearted, but now we've got a competitive face on. As we've got another 8-lapper. And we've got loads of trees to push Robbie Gordon into. And rocks. We like this place. As we try and head towards the inside. Push some drivers right. Look at Robbie Gordon go, does it? No, it's Scott McMillan. Where's Robbie Gordon then? Look at McMillan go. It's got that speed boost, you know, at the start, that launch control. So we're going to try and chase him down then. He's got a bit wide. Right, what are you doing, Jesse James? What are you doing, mate? As here comes Robbie Gordon. Okay, now. Engage, thrust into trees and rocks. If we can catch up. We can catch up, can't we? Come on, Robbie, slow down. Robbie, where are you going? Catch up, mate. Slow down. Truck, stop falling apart. We've got Hayden behind. He always seems to be racing Robbie when they're together on track. So come on, gain. Truck, you can do... No, truck. No, truck. Get going. Come on. No, left rear. Oh, for God's sake. With Robbie Gordon in second, that's our race done. Unless we've got to pit early then. Isn't it? It's one of these races, just like that other race. We've got to pit early. And then block everyone at the pit stop. Come on, get going, truck. So we're in fourth. It's every other race, isn't it? We've just noticed the pattern. God, I'm Einstein, aren't I? Come on, get going, truck. Come on, you're faster than 50 miles per hour even with a broken tyre. Stop play acting. Look at everyone race in front. They're like 10 seconds ahead of us. Oh, for God's sake, our race is over. Our race is over. We needed to get in the lead and block everyone, basically. Now we can't block anyone in the pits because we're way behind. Look at that. We're like 20 seconds back. There goes our hope already. No, they've already pitted and got going. Come on, crew. Stop wasting time. So we've got going in 4th. Now we've got to close a gap of 10 seconds. But Robbie Gordon's in the lead. So he can't catch him. He's already gone. He's buggered off into the distance. Let's watch out, bunny rabbits. So I like that. This race is probably over already after the first lap. I mean, Hayden will be slow. McMillan will probably be slow. Robbie Gordon won't. Because that's Robbie Gordon. Of course he's not going to be slow. When he's untethered and being punted off everywhere. So we got a 20-second gap then to... Oh, Robbie Gordon. Just to say that. It's down to 2nd, is he? Oh my God. What have you done to us, game? You're giving us hope again. No, truck. You don't give us hope. You just spear off into the rocks for no reason. You absolute bellend. They're smoking in front. Oh my God. I love these 8-lappers. I've lost faith and regained it in the space of half a lap. If this truck could just stay in a bloody straight line, my God, why does it want to spear off into the bloody rocks? There's the 2 in front you want to spear off into the rocks. So first, that's Robbie Gordon. Spear off into the rocks, Robbie. Spear off into the rocks. Spear off into the rocks. Spear off into... No, Robbie. Do not slow us down. And let McMillan get away. As we head towards the pits. Are we all pitting? We are. Okay, get in front of McMillan. As we get going, now we're in 2nd then. So somehow this race has just swung our way. This is Robbie's good section when we can barely keep hold of the truck. I'm clenching everything over these bumps. It's not pretty. As you got Scott McMillan in the lead then. For some reason he's just on another planet, or is he? He's crashed. You've taken the lead. Now Operation Punt Robbie is in action. Let's try and slow down Scott, even though Robbie's slowing himself down. What is going on here? Has he just damaged himself already, or just gone off into the undergrowth? So that's why we're leading again. Oh, leading actually for the first time, aren't we? We've got a 10-second gap behind to Robbie Gordon. We might actually cruise this race in the second half of it then. Everyone is slowing down. Robbie Gordon in 3rd. That's good for us. We're still gaining. Not as much as he would like. Because what the hell? Why does the engine, shocks and clutch go on that jump? Which we landed properly. Don't understand. Scoroli's in 3rd. What's happening to Gordon? What is going on? Has he fallen asleep at the wheel this race as well? Okay, Operation Punt Gordon's off because he's just punted himself, it seems like. And everyone else, we've got like a 20-second lead in the space of a lap. I have no idea what's happening. Our opponents are acting like idiots, apparently. Okay, we could just cruise away ahead of Scoroli in the lead. What a crazy race. Giving up hope at the beginning of the second lap, or end of the first lap. And now we're leading by a country mile at the beginning of the 4th lap. End of the 3rd lap. Just In the space of 2 laps, everything has changed. Now we've got like a 50-second lead to Jesse. What is going on to everyone behind David Scaroli? Something is going on. Are they all just broken after like a lap? I mean, we all are, but they seem to be really struggling. Are they like crashing into rocks or something? I don't understand what's happening behind. As now, it's just gotten very boring. It might actually be lapping people the way they're going behind. Only Scarari's escaped. As we've got shocks and clutch gone, engines gone. So we do have to pit every lap. This race is going to be a very long one once again. This video is going to be hours long. Might have to make this a 2-parter actually. Robbie Gordon's in 3rd now, but he's a minute behind, is he? Or 40 seconds behind? 30 seconds behind? 20 seconds behind? Who knows? Now Hayden's in 3rd. I have no idea what's going on. We're just got to keep ploughing. Ploughing this field in front. Squirrely's keeping in touch though. He's around 10 seconds back. So we still might have a battle on our hands for the win. As we're in the second half of the race. And we're just leading, I think. Or is he? No, he's gone into the pits. But so will everyone else. Because these trucks can't survive a lap round here. In the ultimate off-road terrain vehicle, you can't survive a lap round here. With some undulations and some little bumps. He's got Jesse James in 3rd now. But I'm guessing he hasn't pitted. Hayden has, so he comes out in 3rd again. I'm guessing. There's some weird things going on behind. Robbie Gordon's in that battle as well. He's always alongside Hayden. So we're just going to see how it plays out then in the second half of this race. With Scrody behind. Trying to keep up. Doing a good job at it as well. They're just going to try and keep it slow in this section. Let's head over the jump. Now everything falls apart. No. Oh no, there goes the engine. Of course. Wish for way too much there. And again, this race is going to be around or over 10 minutes long. So it goes to shocks and clutch as well. So yeah, just Scandinavian drifting into corners now. The Squirrel is still around 5 seconds back. That is actually worrying how well he's keeping up. Compared to everyone else who's around 40 seconds back now. I have no idea what's happening. Whoa, they got the 99. What is going on with the timing? Again, it's so buggered. Come on, mechanics. Act quick. Yes, once again out in the lead. Let's get out of here, birds. In the 6th lap, the 6th race of the 8th lap, of 8th lapper of an 8-race championship. So we've got Jesse James in 3rd. I don't understand what the heck's going on behind us. What the hell are you doing, truck? I thought we had got together now. We're on the same page. Obviously not. But these 8 lappers are throwing up some crazy goings on behind. As we now we've got a 10-second lead over Scoroni, so we've actually built the lead up. I guess it's done by proximity, so that's maybe why the seconds are going all over the place. When we're like close to each other on the circuit, but on different parts of the circuit. As engine's already gone, so is the shocks and clutch, so is the drifting. They're going to be getting 10 from the judges for that. As we cross the start-finish line onto the penultimate lap. God, these races are adventures though, these 8 lappers. They do feel like they go on for like half an hour instead of just 10 minutes. Go for the whole range of emotions as well. Scoroli's now slow. So we thought he's close. Now he's really slow as well behind. As we head to the pits for the penultimate time. Really keeping our mechanics busy this championship, aren't we? So Jesse James is a minute back apparently. Look at the mess of the pits here. Someone's got to clean that up. Because it definitely was a hot pit stop there. Look at this, someone sprinkled tyres. They're putting a trail. Just so they know this circuit. They put tyres around all over the place so they know where they're going. They're going to find their way back to the pits. So you've got, I don't know, a half-minute lead, I'm guessing, over Squirrel. You've got Jesse James in first. I can't wait for the rallies in these things. We're going to break down after a minute, then we're going to complain at the chopper for the rest of the way, and then we're going to somehow finish in third or something because everyone else has run into issues on every stage. It's going to be great fun. And the hill climb as well, where everyone survived the first lap. Will no one survive? So let's go for the outside, and we'll take the inside for the final lap. So I've been alternating that, making sure it's even at 4-4 as well. So apparently now we've got 60-second lead, a minute lead. Let's go over the jumps, 50-second lead. Scrody still in second, but no, he's not being caught. So there goes the engine, shocks and clutch again. Just a bit, just so I criticise the Goodriches as well, tyres. I haven't seen those go off much this race. We've got a massive lead. What I'm guessing is the Safari Rally brought back now, or the Paris Dakar Rally. Or just the Baja 1000. This is what the Baja them races are they? Those half-hour, hour and a half long races apparently. We'll see. As we go into the pits. The final time. Shake all our mechanics' hands for the superb job they've done. Followed the trail out of it. Whoa, did we run over the bunny rabbit though? That's the most important thing of this race. Did we run over that bunny rabbit? So I think we've got a 30-second lead over Squirrel. It's nice to see another truck as well in that pit stop. At least we know we're not alone in this race as well. What are you doing, truck? Because that's what's causing everyone to slow down in that section. And then the section follows where we saw a couple of trucks go off in the opening couple of laps. Is that sort of bugging up the opposition? We've taught ourselves to show a bit more restraint. And actually find strengths around this track where we can be most kind to the truck as well. And the line which means we survive most of that without breaking down. Well, they haven't. Of course the engine is gone for the end. As well as the shocks and clutch haven't gone yet. Let's go for the final corner. Avoid the tree. And end in stall. As I said, stall. As did the fast lap the final lap as well. Around a minute 50. Robbie Gordon in 6th. So we did get the result we wanted. Stats at the back. And Baldwin James in 8th. Hayden 7th. Scrody 5th. What happened on the final lap? Did they pit and everyone else didn't? With Martin in 2nd, Sparkin and McMillan. So we're first. What a turnaround. 3.3 average rank. 3.67 for Robbie Gordon. And 4.1 for Sparky. 5.5 for Albert. It's still all to play for heading to the penultimate round of the season. When the Canyon Lake environment for the second time. And the Superstition Hill. As there's one thing I can tell you after these races, I'm going to need to lie down after all these emotional highs and lows. And a 10-lapper. Oh my god. This race is going to be half an hour long, isn't it? Let's go over these bumps then. Oh no, it is this course, is it? It's not the course I'm thinking of. Has he gone down the inside of everybody like they aren't even there? I'm not sure if it is. No, why are you going, truck? I don't understand that. Sometimes the truck just goes where it wants. No, it's barely any bumps at all, but the truck just can't handle them for some whatever reason. I know we haven't upgraded the suspension, but it's just how random it seems, which makes it a bit weird. How random we just fall apart after half a lap as well. Let's go down the inside of everyone. No! Oh, come on. Get your act together. Can easily get past everyone. What are you doing, Robbie Gordon? You slowed down Albert into us. So we've got Robbie Gordon ahead in third. We're in fourth. This is still good for the championship. And pits are right at the end of the lap, so it's a very short lap at least. So it's not the racetrack I was thinking of. It wasn't like the 4-minute long one, where the race would have been like 40 minutes long. And I probably would have had to take a toilet break in the middle. So we've got Robbie Gordon in front. We're in fourth with a damaged machine. But we've got to survive most of the lap like this. At least it goes over those bumps properly in its damaged state. But we saw how much they slowed down in the middle part of the lap. Come on, truck. Get your speed going. There we go. Back towards 80. Over 80. Into this corner, use that bank in. Is that McMillan again who's got him going and is motoring again in the lead? But again, this is a long race, 10 laps. And we can dive down the inside like that in the tight sections up to fourth. Let's all get off us, Hayden. So everyone else is pitted. Let's be cheeky. Block everyone and take the lead. See, that's what we were meant to do a couple of races ago. So I'm guessing we pit every 2 laps. The next one is 4 for that. Hopefully we can hold on to our truck. As there goes McMillan just round the outside. We aren't even there anyway. So what's our cheese strats for anyway then, if they can do that? That's all, he went very slow in that first corner. Should be very slow in that corner. So you go backed off the throttle totally. That seems to be the thing maybe then, just throttle control over those bumps. But then we do that some laps and still the truck just wants to bugger off into the desert and head towards Mexico. As it's totally falling apart again. But can we survive onto the next lap like this? That's the big question. Do we gamble it? We go down here into the very tight section. No! We're basically aiming for that corner. That's why we're just carrying the speed. You basically take that as that corner. You don't need to take every corner. That's absolutely abysmal again with our truck going into the pits. Let's get out of here, Robbie Gordon. As we fixed our machine, but we're down in 5th. But we have a fully healed machine where everyone else will have to pit this. But somehow we set a new record. No, what? Of course you hide rocks where I can't see them in the shadows. Remember, 10 laps. We should easily have this race. Especially when you have that corner. Oh, for God's sake, get off us, McMillan. Once again, you're just slowing us both down, buddy. So no, everyone's so slow in front. We could just race up to the back of them. Or can we? Come on, truck. Oh, of course the shocks and cut. Of course the engine goes as well when we catch up. Because we've got Robbie Gordon behind. So it's McMillan leading down the inside. As we do have to get fully on the brakes there. Come on, down the inside. Get out of here. I know I do have to pit this lap, but I'm guessing everyone else does as well. Looks like they do. And get going again. Around a 6-second lead. So that's the thing about these races all along. We have the best pit crew. We're just that quicker. And so we build up a gap of around 5 seconds in the pit stops. So that's the one very disappointing aspect maybe. We go about racing our opponents. Pit stop strategy maybe not the best, but then I thought our pit stop strategy was not the best earlier. And so it's working our way now. as this championship's gone on. As once again, our truck's just falling apart within the space of 30 seconds, literally. That was absolutely terrible again. It's got McMillan behind and Jesse James. Let's go through this corner. Use all that banking and downhill. No, see, we try and take that corner with this corner through the right. It's just not happening. But we've done that before with other vehicles and it's worked. Guess we're just carrying way too much speed. Maybe we need a trail brake. Let's get going again in the lead. There we go, blocked off McMillan. Had a pit stop in hand. As he crossed the line, set a new record, 1 minute 15, and into the second half of the race. See, maybe we don't need to upgrade the suspension, it's just fine as it is. So we've got Jesse James in third, and Robbie Gordon, after looking unbeatable after the first 2 races, hasn't quite looked the same since, which is pretty strange. As these races have got longer, he's got worse. We've got stronger, faster, better. As we're also getting better at avoiding the wildlife as well. So PETA won't be coming after us. Maybe the rock police will. So we're building up a lead almost 10 seconds then. But that's now been eroded again. Come on. Come on, let's get this right. Through the right. There we go. That's what we want to do. It's into the pits again. Really are making our mechanics work in these races. As we've got 4 laps to go. Around 5 minutes to go. We can survive. We can win this race. And then just one more race left of racing. At least in the leagues, in these championships. Is where you going, trophy truck. Once again, trying to explore the environments and track limits. Get out of here, bunny, rabbits, wild boar, pigs, whatever. They are asking for it sometimes to be roadkill, aren't they? So it goes to shocks and clutch first. And then the engine. Oh, it's the engine first. There we go. Finally decided to tag along. You can probably hear barely any throttle again. We're just trying not to brake. Trying to keep the momentum up through these corners. Don't be relying on the torque as well. So you can see there's the problem of trying to take those as 2 separate corners and where they don't flow into each other. Just doesn't quite work out. It's once again, after the top 2 of McMillan and I, there's just big separation to everyone else. Don't know what's going on there. Let's go on to the 8th for that. And yeah, this has definitely got to be in 2 parts this last championship. You can already see to the side, this video is around 40 minutes long and I stopped after the halfway mark of this championship. So, yeah, it's going to be a long one. Definitely do need to get some popcorns, refreshments for this last championship. But it does feel kind of artificially expanded compared to every other championship. I would have liked them to be slowly increase. We didn't get the increase in the previous championship. It's still around 40 to 50 minutes long at most. I think an hour long has been the most we've had with a championship because I kept being rubbish in it. But then this has definitely been much longer. It's going to be around an hour, almost an hour and a half long. This championship. As you can see, McMillan's got around a 10-second gap behind the stats. As we head on to the penultimate lap. And as I said, this championship, all these races feel like they're half hour long rather than 10 minutes long. Guess what happens when you're in the desert? Just imagine things, everything's a mirage, you think. Even time, and the concept of time and space. Go over these jumps. I'm taking it full pelt this time. And look at the truck. Just wants to stay on the circuit. So I've ended up into the desert or somewhere. Who knows? You can see it really does damage it. So yeah, it is bizarre when it sometimes does it randomly, like on that opening lap. But we've got a good lead over McMullen in third. Well, Stats up to third, but we're not seeing Robbie Gordon battle for third. Remember, Stats is up there in third as well. So he might be leapfrogging up to second, but again, with us winning, just increasing that lead at the top, heading to the final round. There we go. That's how you take it. Bit bumpy, a bit rocky that ride. We make it through. And into the pits. Seriously, maybe got this thing had in the weight in the last race. Because you can see that rear just bouncing up and down. Let's head on to the final lap then of this race. Epic one, a bit of a learning one again. In the second up, once we grabbed the lead, we just had this decent gap to McMillan and everyone else is just falling apart behind again. Just don't understand that. So you go with the gentler approach over these jumps. Trying to slow it down over the bumps. Oh, we're flying. We hold on though, we hold on. As there goes the engine. Shocks and clutch. Accelerate over these bumps. So there goes the rear again. And wide use all of that banking. As you go uphill. And into the final couple corners. Probably won't even pit this final lap. No point doing it when you just got one other corner to go. See if we can set a new lap time record. Won't be under a minute, unfortunately. We should be under a minute 10 at least. Let's head over the final jump. And across the line, we'd just be under a minute 10. Another gold trophy add to the cabinet. As Gordon's last. What the hell has happened to Robbie? He's choked it away. With Hayden in 9th, Jesse James in 8th, Sparky 7th, McMullen in 6th. Must have pitted on the final lap. Border in 5th, Scaroni in 4th, and Stats in 3rd behind McMillan. So we head to the final race with a decent lead in the championship. I don't think we can lose the championship, really. If we finish at least in the top 5 or 6, we've won the championship. And so just as Stats was up there, I was thinking of the wrong person totally. It's McMillan and Sparky are up there. But again, they're just behind Robbie Gordon. What's on with Sparky? Oh no, the average rank's just messed up. It should be 5.57, should it? Or should it be a bit better than that? Maybe 4 point or 5.37 or something like that. But yes, it's Robbie Gordon, McMillan, and Sparky, McMullen, and Scrony maybe we've got to watch out for. As we head to the final race of all of these leagues around Coconut Island again and the Dusty Valley. As here we are revving it up with a back row buddy for another 10 lapper over the undulations of the island. And you see everyone's bunched up as well, so if we get a good start, should be making up some good positions. Try and get down the inside, Scaroni and punt over Stats. Already taking in no prisoners. Let's get out of here, Hayden. As we're up into the top 5 already, get past Sparky down the inside. We've got McMillan in front, one of our main rivals. Oh, Hayden give us a good punt over the jump as well. Thanks for that. But you can see the top 2 trying to get away. It's Robbie Gordon in second. No, get going. It's way too much sliding in. McMillan's missed the gear, it looks like. Or he's in too high gears. Look at that jump. Massive. Heading into the final couple. God, look how much momentum we carry. As the engine breaks down. This is a very short lap. Thought they end up with a long course and have these many laps. That would have been epic. The final race. But fast we don't. We just have barriers in the way. So we're gaining on first. But so now we're battling for third. McMillan going around the outside. Get out of here. Need this momentum with our truck breaking down on the second lap. As again, he's bunting us right. Do wait, how angular this truck has become. That feels like going over a bump. As you see, it just wants to head towards the desert sometimes. It's, what is going on? What's happened with our truck? Come on. Get going. Come on, you're downhill now. You can actually carry some speed. Stop play acting. Once again, it's happening in the early stage, but again, it's a 10-lapper. Should be finding some speed as this race goes on. So yeah, towards the pits. No, we're not ahead of second and third. Get going. Get out of here, McMullen. We're all trying to get going again, and you're just pushing us and slowing us down. So in the top 5, we've got Sparky in 4th. And we pit every 2 laps, apart from final lap. So we'll have to go off sequence, I think. We shouldn't have to pit every lap. As whoa, what are you doing, McMullen? Obviously heard us crying out his name, not happy about that. Got Scorody behind. We're gaining massively. The drivers in front of you did not pit. That's Sparky, that's 3rd as well. But if we're in this position, we should be winning the championship anyway, if Gordon wins. Let's get out of the way, Sparky. Making us use our lights. How are we going to see now without our lights? I know, the sunset overhead, but still, we need our lights. Get back home. Let's go down the inside. Robbie Gordon, give him the old door-to-door treatment. Like Robbie would like. So you're 58.47. What is this truck doing? Get going. Get going. Truck, get going. Oh my god, I should have just reset. That was just agonising. I have no idea why it took so long to get down from there. And it's not working out. We do have to pit this lap and in the next lap as well. This is not working off sequence. Or on sequence, should I say. So we pit at the end of the 7th and 9th lap, and then we don't have to pit on the final lap. As we've got Hayden in front. Come on again. Keep your speed up. Thank you, Sparky. Exactly. So look, now we go down here. We can easily pick your speed up. Got a massive jump as well. We've got 8th and 9th on our tail. Here are off sequence. We go over the jump. Now everyone's going to be getting out of the pits while we're getting in. As we get going in 7th, then we've got Hayden in front. Or shall we say we've got going again in 8th. We've got Stats in front. See, Sparky pits as well, but they just don't get slowed down as much as us when we go to the pits. That's the annoying thing, as Hayden wants to get bashful again. That's your downfall, mate. As you've got Stats in front. Maybe we're just gentler this lap. We don't have the engine falling apart out of the final corner. We can maybe survive 3 laps. Is that the aim? Let's try and go around the outside of Scorody. Going up the field with Stats. Literally with Stats there. You've got McMullen in 4th. No, Stats. No, Scorody again. Just like the earlier race. Just trying to push us even though we're sideways. That's never going to help. There you go. And barely any throttle through that final corner. That should help. No, of course it's almost like it's rigged. Like that's just when the engine's going to go. But no matter what we do. And you saw we're so gentle there. But still the engine went. Let's get going. Get going. Come on. So I'm catching up to McMullen. But then we're going to be slow over this jump, are we? So up to 4. We've got Robbie Gordon in front, even though we can't see him. Or not. Hello. Once it's working out. Or was. Then as the shocks go, the car just slows down immediately. None of this gentle slowing down shit. No, it's just going to brake immediately. Now. It's like it demands it. So up to 4th. No. No, get back in the pits, you idiot. Get going. So we're in 4th now. Get out of here, McMullen. As we go into the 7th lap. So actually, no, we do have to keep on sequence. I was being an idiot before, wasn't I? Saying we have to pit on a single lap on one tank barrier. You're about as useful as a chocolate teapot being that. So yeah, if we stay on this sequence, it's fine. Wobbegorn's not winning anyway. So it should be safe for the championship. But we do want to end on the win. Don't want to end off the podium, not spraying the champagne. As the engine's gone already. What the heck? We've barely done anything. So break into the corner. That's lost the sort of momentum. And just as I was an idiot being off sequence, so everything's breaking now on the 7th lap. It's like the truck listens to you and it's like, what are you saying about me? Oh yeah, I'll break down. Now the rear wheel's gone as well. Are you absolutely kidding? So he did have to go off sequence. He had to pit on the 7th lap. I don't believe this sometimes. We might have cost ourselves the championship then. Because look, we're being overtaken for fun. I don't believe this. We didn't do any more. We weren't any more aggressive than we were previously. And then our truck breaks down within a lap. This time. Absolutely ridiculous. Come on, get going. God, Fred Flintstone can be bloody faster than this. Come on, over the jump, accelerate. And there's actually 2 tyres that have gone. Come on, get out of here. Get going. So get going in 7th. Even though Sparky's so in front, so we might actually rejoin in 6th. And that's our final pit stop as well. We're not going to pit on the next lap. As I said, that we've got the sequence totally wrong. But for some reason now the game wants to course correct us. They're like, no, you were right before. That's what you're doing, Sparky. You're being a slowpoke. Or was he? He's just play acting. We got lured into Sparky's trap there. So we should be making up positions on these last couple of laps because people will have to pit, I reckon. Like I thought people were smoking in front there, giving us some hope, but they weren't. There's just the dust trails. That has a pretty nice effect as well. There's no engine. Come on, get it off us. Yes, people do have to pit. Oh, look at that. Massive rear end for Robbie Gordon as we get past him into 3rd. Had to brake slightly so we're off track. Back onto the racing line now. But now we're battling with Robbie Gordon then for the final podium spot. Seems fitting that we end with a battle with our main championship rival. Don't think we've actually done that with Gordon apart from punting him off a couple of times. We haven't actually had a battle, for position. As we've got McMillan behind. Got Jesse James in front. Come on, truck. Going out the corner. There we go. Accelerate over the jump. Just keep it flat out. Towards the line. And it looks like we're going to finish in 3rd. So it's not the win we wanted to end, but it's still some podium champagne, and it's a championship victory. As McMillan won by a country mile. How the hell did he pull out that lead? Robbie Gordon in 4th behind us. That's where behind Jesse James, Sam McMullen, David Scarodi, Will J Stats, Sparky, Aiden, and BJ Baldwin at the back. So we came first after a very hairy ride for the most part in the first half of the championship. It just came together. In the second, I don't think we finished off the podium in the second half, won quite a few races as well. Rory Gordon in second, ahead of McMillan, even though the average is again a bit buggered. Then Sparky in fourth, McMullen in fifth, David Scarodi, Hayden, Stats, Jesse James, BJ Baldwin at the back. So we get the Team Mastercraft truck, SMD Motorsports truck, Mastercraft Racing truck, an Invitational, and we have completed all of the leagues. As next time we'll be heading to the Mastercraft Sky Ranch Rally and the Best in the Desert Black Canyon Rally. Or will we? It depends how long they are. They did lengthen the rallies, remember, with the Class 1 Unlimited buggies. So we'll see if they get lengthened and if we had to split the rallies into separate episodes. Again, just like we had to split this championship into 2 episodes. And then we've got the Earls of Garth Peak Hill Climb, and then we end with the BF Goodrich Open Class Challenge. So we head to Coconut Island and Sky Ranch Rally next time out. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed these leagues and these championships. I'm off for a lie down and thinking about life and reflecting on it after that emotional roller coaster. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.